Okay, this video is to help understand how to divide radicals. So there's a couple of rules when you're doing this. You cannot have a radical in the denominator, okay? So we're going to learn how we get rid of that. So what you do is you will multiply both the top and the bottom by the denominator. And in this case, that's square root of 18. What this does is it gives you the square root of 18 times the square root of 18, which really is just 18 squared inside of the square root. What happens is that squared and that square root are going to cancel, and so you're left with just 18. So the shortcut to this is when you multiply a radical times itself, you're going to end up with whatever number was inside, okay? And so that's why this works to get rid of the radical in the denominator, okay? So in this case, we have 18, and then up top, we have to do the same thing. We do it to the top, we do it to the bottom, we need to do it to the top. So 5 times 18 will be the square root of 90. And then from there, if you can simplify this radical, you need to do that. So that was from the previous lesson. And in this case, we can. So we can do the square root of 9 times the square root of 10. 9 is one of those perfect ones, right? And so that's 3 times 3 gives us 9. So the square root of 9 is just 3. And then the square root of 10, we cannot divide any perfects out of that. So we're left with the square root of 10. So on the numerator, your final part would be 3 root 10 over 18. And then if the numbers that are on the outside, so for example these numbers, if those can be reduced, then you want to reduce those. And so we have 3 and 18, which will reduce down to 1/6. And so if I clean this up a little bit, I have 1 times the square root of 10, so the square root of 10 over 6. And now that's my final answer when I'm dividing radicals.